Hello and welcome! These are horse racing selections for Saturday, the 23rd of September. I am Flat Cap Callum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. Alright, sorry, it's a late one, it's a late upload, but normally I'm saying that and it's like the middle of the night. This one is later in the day, so I do apologise for anyone who is avidly waiting to try and get these on in a swift fashion. So yeah, it's a late upload. We had the channel meetup last night. I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, so I got back, had a few beers. I had just enough mental capacity to be able to go through Ayr and Newbury and do my free bets video before having to have a bit of a sleep. So then this morning, yeah, it's chopped and changed a bit because it's a very busy Saturday. There's a lot of stuff I liked. I really do like this Saturday in terms of opportunity. Whether that's going to convert, I don't know. This week, the good things this week have all been jumps at LISTOWEL. And I've only got one horse today, and I don't even think it's that great, being honest. So I've got one LISTOWEL horse, but yeah, it's the Ayr Gold Silver Cup. We've got a couple of nice handicaps at the Curragh. There's a couple of nice handicaps at York, and then in and around that, I've got 4 races at Newmarket I'm getting involved in. I've got a saver bet with a CATTERICK horse and 3 Wolverhamptons. So it's sort of, here, there, and everywhere really. So £40, 100% all day long. It was a £40 stake, and to be fair, if I had less horses, I'd have put more money on some of the singles. So I've cut back on the singles so I can fit more horses in. I think it ended up being 17 races I've got an interest in today, 22 horses. First race is 1:55 at the Curragh, and then I think it's 2:15 at Newmarket, just to give you a bit of an idea of timings. More so where the tips competition is going to have a little bit of a truncated window. We are still on 2 o'clock is the cut-off time, but we'll come to that. All right, let me spin through Friday. So Friday, just a weird day. Started brilliantly. We had Man of Work going at LISTOWEL backed into 11-1. Then we had another nightmare that a bunch of other horses at last fence had a nightmare, and I think probably helped its cause. But that one nicely drifted to 40, so anyone getting that. So the first 2 races at LISTOWEL went in, and then Care Down Boy was the third race at LISTOWEL, and that was third. And then what? Nothing. Like literally nothing. So there was nothing at Dundalk. I got nothing placed. I got absolutely hammered at Dundalk. Kempton, nothing. I only had 3 horses. I mean, obviously for the channel meetup, I was down at Kempton. Didn't get a snifter on anything. It was really weird day. Starting off with some nice winners and a place at LISTOWEL, and then nothing. So the channel ended up 40 on 17 back. So from our nice win on Monday, it's now whittled down. I've got the channel at £10 profit for the week going into today. And the good work of halving the September deficit now has gone again. So we need some magic, please, on Saturday. I've got a few horses that have got some magic in their name, so maybe that will help. So I'll spin through everything, and then you can get that on. I'll go through the tips and stuff, and then I'll go through last night as well. Didn't make a video last night, too busy chatting. So plan for today, starting here. This is my all Irish bet. 1:55 Curragh, Longasquire, I can never say that horse's name, 20-1. 3:05 Mickey the Steel, 16s. 3:20, it's the only horse at LISTOWEL. I backed it earlier in the week when it was a non-runner, so I'm trying some faith again now. We're sort of past non-runner time. Nazneen, 16s, and then the 4:15 Curragh, Taurine Angel, 18-1. I've kept the singles relatively simple, I think. So it's 20p each way Yankee, and then 25p each way singles on all of them. 640. Sky's the best bookmaker. Everybody else is a much of a muchness. When you're putting out horses this time of day, we're not so worried about price crashes and that kind of stuff. So it's basically different lenses, different times of the day. You see different things. So not worried about price crashes at all. It's Saturday anyway, and there's less of them. But yeah, so you don't need to rush to get them on in terms of worrying about prices. 365 are stand out in a few, and I'll try and put them out as I go. Okay, all Newmarket bet. Yeah, it's weird. I looked at Newbury, didn't like Newbury at all. Nothing at Newbury on the main channel. But on Newmarket, I've got 4 there, and I could have had multiple horses in some of those races. So we're going 2:15, Azahara Palace 18. It's been a drifter this morning. I'm still happy with that. 3:25, Temple Brewer 14s. think that one might owe us a favour. 4 o'clock, Law of the Sea, 12-1. And then a 5-10 Gert Lush 16s, 20p each way Yankee, 4 times 25p each way singles. Sky Best, then it's 365 Coral or Paddy, and then it's Betfair and Unibet. So there's one of those races at Newmarket. Might be that one, can't remember, I think it might be that one, where there's only 6 of the major bookies paying 4th. So that is bet 2. Then we go bet 3. Air Gold Silver Cup, Air Silver Cup. That was my horse of the day on free bets. 225 Air Punch Bowl Flyer 66. 305 the Curragh Swift Flight to 18s. 335 in the Air Gold Cup Lethal Levi at 20s. And then the 415 the Curragh Deuteronomy 28-1. It's a 20p each way Yankee. Only difference on this compared to the others, it's a 50p each way single on Punch Bowl Flyer. 25p each way singles on the rest. Sky Best, Betway second best. Betway and Sky, the only ones going 7 on the Air Gold Cup. Sky are also 7 on the Air Silver Cup. Betway are not. So Sky Best, Betway second, then everyone else is about the same. That's $6.90. Oh, hello. Get these papers in order. All right, here's my big Gold Cup, Silver Cup combo bet. 225 we're going Punch Bowl Flyer, Admiral D, and added in Bernardo O'Reilly in that one. 335 we've got Magical Spirit, Lethal Levi, and we're going for a big in that one. We'll put Le Quinto. Really good form at Windsor. I would be more keen if I'd seen that horse run better in other places. It runs well at Windsor, and they're obviously taking it up for a trip and having a crack here. So 66 is a good price for a horse that is handicapped well if it was running at Windsor. It's running at Ayr. We don't know what it's going to do at Ayr. 9 times 25p each way doubles and a 25p each way single on Le Quinto. Sky Best, Betway are second best. That is bet 4. Bet 5, combo double at the Curragh. These are all in Yankees. 305 Swift Flight and Mickey the Steel. Going on to the 415 Deuteronomy and Torian Angel. 4 times 25p each way doubles. £2 is the bet. Sky is the best bookmaker for that one because they are 6 on both. Most bookies are 5 elsewhere. Boom. That was bet 5. Bet 6. Alright, bet 6. 335 Air Magical Spirit 22s. And we've got 3 at York. The only shorty by my standards. 345 York. Quest for Fun 9s. 420 York. Ventura Express 16s. 455 York. Further Measure 22s. If you've got 365 and it still stands at the time of making this video, get your double and get the bet on here. Sky Best, Betway second best, then it's 365 and Paddy. The time making this video, Bet 365 are 33s on those bottom 2. That is a cracking price and a cracking little extra double. Well worth doing. 4 times 25p each way singles. So I wouldn't normally do it on Quest for Fun, but how I'm doing it at the moment, it was just easier and it's late and all the rest of that jazz. So 25p each way singles for the channel on the 4. And we've got an additional 25p each way double on those 2. Highly recommended you do that with Bet 365. $6.90 is your bet. That's bet 6. And then our saver bet is this. 440 Catterick, Peripatetia. It's been drifting all morning. I'm happy with that. 33s. It's certainly got to perform well, and it's been a bit inconsistent, but it's a good price. 524 Wolverhampton. We've got 3 Wolverhampton. Belforche, that's got a couple of nice bits of form, but it's inconsistent. 25s. 630 Wolverhampton. Alwydad, there's quite a few unexposed as well, non-horses that haven't run before, but on bare form I make that 3rd best horse, so I think that's well worth trying. 25s. And then 7 o'clock Wolverhampton Avery, again inconsistent, but it's got enough form to say it can go well. 16-1, so it's a 20p each way Yankee. 4 times 25p each way single. 640 is the bet. In order, Sky Best, Unibet second best, 365 third best, 4 bet 7. That is the £40 plan. The golf, both our players, Duplessis and Kinholt, made the cut. Both just don't look like they're going to be quite near enough, but we'll see if anyone either can work anything special. So it might not be anything with the golf. And then tips to competitions back on. So tips to competition. Today there's 9 races on the TV, 5 at Ayr, 4 at Newbury. Entries have to be in by 2 o'clock. The maximum amount of horses you can pick is 3. They all have to be done as singles, no decimal points, no multiples. You have to. The most important thing here that everyone, well, not everyone, a lot of people are not getting this memo. In order for it to be a valid entry, I put in the comment of this video the little blurb. You need to reply to that. If it's anywhere else in the comments, it does not count. It's not a valid entry. If you use more than 10 points, not valid. If you use less than 10 points, use your noggin, but you're losing out on a few points there because we'll still score you as a 10-point stake. I think that's it. Yeah. Got to be the 9 races on the telly. Maximum 3 horses. No multiples. Reply to the comment in by 2 o'clock. Don't edit. If you edit, then it counts as a void. If you make a mistake or you want to change it prior to 2 o'clock, delete your initial entry and then repost it as a reply. That's what you need to do. That was that. Channel meetup. I mean, what a weird and wonderful and fun and bizarre evening it was. I didn't know what was going to happen. And in the end, there was about 10 folk who appeared at different points of the evening who were followers of the channel and literally just talked all night. And I feel bad because I could have talked to everybody for even longer about various other things. But there's like 10 people at one point. It's quite hard to chat to everybody. But some really, really nice folk who came along. Even bought a gift. So thank you very much, Stephen. I very much appreciate my mug. Hang on. He's made me a lovely mug, having a little go. I mean, honestly, I was absolutely touched. I wasn't expecting gifts, and thanks very much for anyone who bought me a pint as well. It was a lot of fun, despite the fact the horses were awful. I had such a bad night. I've never had a worse night at Kempton. I think one race, I had one horse, something back for an each way something. It was so bad, like literally so bad, but it didn't matter because we were just chatting a lot of the time. Thank you to everybody. And people made journeys getting home at 1 o'clock in the morning, delaying their flight back to another country because they wanted to come out and whatever. And as for Kenny's friend Rob, where were you? Don't know where you were, Rob. Disappointing. Anyway, just lots of fun. I'm definitely going to do it again. And I think the thing is, what's amazing is there are such different diverse people. They're like different ages, different backgrounds, but the shared interest is following horse racing YouTube channel that I run. That's the shared interest, irrespective. Some people are more into their horses than not. Some people are into betting and not. Some people are just in it for the crack. It was just bizarre, to be honest. From 2 years ago to going to Kempton Park and a bunch of people I've never met who all know what I look like, and then I don't know what they look like. But yeah, just really fun to meet a bunch of people who I had no idea what they look like because I just literally seen their name on YouTube. So thank you for everybody who came. Definitely going to be looking again. The next plan is to try and see if I can do Dundalk in the new year. That is the plan. So for any Irish viewers or anyone who fancies taking a trip over, I'm trying to do a Friday night in Dundalk. That is what my plan is for the next meetup. And then after that, then we might be looking at somewhere like north of England, I think, is where I might go for the next one. But just a lot of fun. And just a lot of good chat. So thank you everybody who came. All right, that's me. My expectation is no video tomorrow. There is a couple of decent races at the Curragh, so it may be put a couple of selections. If I really like it, I might just do a bonus 90-second video in the morning with a couple if I've got enough to make a bet. If it's 1 or 2 horses, I'll probably just leave it and put it in the comments. So that is my expectation. It can all change, but that's what I'm thinking at the moment. So I'm not expecting a video. As I've said many times, if you want to know if I'm making a video, you can keep searching on YouTube to see if it's uploaded. Otherwise, subscribe and then you'll get a little notification. You don't have to give me an email address. Just press the subscribe and you get a little bell notification and a little dot and you know when it's there. All right, that's me. Have a good Saturday. Let's hope we can smash it out today because just yesterday I was like, this is surely going to be a cracking day, and then no. There was five horses at double figure prices that won. We were on 2 of them. There was one at the Dundalk that you could have picked. There was one in the other race at LISTOWEL I didn't do anything in, and only one double figure price in the UK. And I thought yesterday it looked like it was going to turn, but 5 double figure prices, not a lot. So I was on 2 of them. I was happy with that. But and because that's the thing, I want to be on them when they happen. We'll see if we can hit anything up today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.